Fancy a glass of wine?
Why not? Or maybe 3.
What's your favourite? Are you a red or white drinker?
If it's good wine, I'm not fussy.
You can take the girl out of Scotland, can't you? Well, Tom Cannavan, our wine experts here tonight. As always, Tom, you're taking us on this grape variety journey, introducing us to all the different types. What are we doing tonight? Tonight we're looking at the grape Merlot. It's one of the kind of Premier League grapes, but we're going to have a bit of fun tonight and look at no straight Merlots, no 100% Merlots here. They're all either blends or have something that's just a little bit of a kind of variation on a theme. Okay, and the first one doesn't even look like a Merlot. It doesn't look like a Merlot. This is a really interesting wine. A couple of weeks ago we did rosé on the show, and I explained that it's a kind of misconception people have that rosé is a blend of white and red wines. But in fact, that's almost never the case. But I found one for us tonight.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So this is a really interesting wine. Comes from New Zealand. It's the Explorer's Vineyard Rosé. It's in the cooperative at £6.49. So you think of rosé and you think of the south of France, don't you? Well, you do, but it's so popular that it's been made all over the world now. You know, I mean, everyone's making rosé.
Yes.
And the really good thing about that is the Southern Hemisphere's harvest is exactly 6 months difference from the Northern Hemisphere because the seasons are all the other way around. So you get fresh rosé throughout the year, which is really quite a nice thing for those who like a nice, fresh, bright rosé wine. Yum, yum. So what have we got here?
New Zealand wines are amazing, aren't they?
They are. And this one is very interesting. So it's a blend of rosé and Riesling. A really, really unusual blend.
Sweet German wine.
Well, this one's not sweet, it's dry. But it's a kind of crazy idea from a winemaker, but I think it works. So have a little go, have a little sniff of this one. And I think it has got that lovely kind of red currant and raspberry fruit. There's a hint of something from the cool Riesling grape, a hint of something like kind of green pepper, a little hint of something quite mineral, almost a little floral hint, a kind of little rose hip hint.
Nice with fish, though.
Isn't it lovely? It'd be good
salty,
with all...
something salty would be nice.
Indeed, yeah.
Very drinkable, as you wine experts say.
Very drinkable, as we wine experts say. It has a hint of sweetness, and I think that really makes it flattering, easy to drink. But it also has the acidity again to match with food, and I think with any fish, really good picnic wine, really good kind of party wine, delicious stuff.
What do you think? Do you like it?
I think it's quite nice, and I think it depends what food you eat with it and the company you're in.
Let's move on.
Absolutely. Number 2 is another really interesting wine. Now, if you had read a textbook about the great wines of Bordeaux 200 years ago, I would have told you that there were 6 major grapes in Bordeaux. But in the last 50 or 75 years, it says there are only 5. Because one of the grapes, called Carmenère, had completely died out in Bordeaux. Now, Merlot in Chile has been a really kind of hot property for the last 10 years. People have said that Merlot from Chile is one of the best Merlots around. But about 7 or 8 years ago, they discovered that Chile has a lot of this Carmenère, which had been misidentified as Merlot. So, in fact, Chile has rediscovered a grape that was forgotten and lost.
The lost grape.
And it's now been replanted in Bordeaux. And Chile is, for the moment, really the only producer of this grape, Carmenère, a distant cousin of Merlot, and misidentified as Merlot for a long time.
Well, given most people will never have tasted it or even smelled it,
it's still quite unusual. Well, this particular one is the Di Martino Carmenère, and it's in Majestic, £7.49, but at the moment the good news is you can buy 2 bottles for £5.99 each, so it's on a good special offer, less than £6. And I think it's quite like a Merlot in that it's got that lovely chocolatey, soft, blackcurranty fruit, but lots of kind of smoky depth to this as well.
I'm going to like it. It's got chocolate in it.
Chocolate indeed. Have a little taste of this one.
I'm getting chocolate and smoked fish from this one. Is that...
It's all about the food we need.
Listen, no, smoked fish is absolutely fine. Some people say smoky bacon as well, and I know like this. It's that nice kind of smoky...
Oh, this is delicious.
Isn't it delicious?
It's lovely. We like that one, don't we?
Chocolate, love that.
And a good price, I think, and another wine that you can sell it for 2 or 3 years. It will only get better in your cellar.
£7.49.
£7.49, £5.99 on special offer at the moment.
OK, and the final one tonight.
Final one, we are in Bordeaux now, the kind of home of the Merlot grape. And this one comes from Saint-Emilion. It's the Sainsbury Taste the Difference Saint-Emilion 2007, and it's £8.99 in Sainsbury's. Now, this comes from Saint-Emilion, which is the right bank of Bordeaux. You hear people talking about left bank, right bank. Now, that's a literal thing. There's a river runs through the middle. And Merlot is really popular on the right bank. It suits the soils over there. This is a blend of about 80% Merlot with some Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. So again, a classic kind of Bordeaux wine, this, I think. It's much earthier.
There's a kind of hint of something like, if I say pencil shavings or cedar...
I was going to say that.
Exactly, it's spot on. A little hint of that.
Pencil shavings?
Quite a rich, kind of plummy kind of fruit in this one. And if you have a taste, it's very savoury. It needs food, this one.
It needs food. You wouldn't sit and drink this.
You wouldn't sit because it's quite a lot of tannin. Needs some food. But I think a delicious wine, quite a serious Bordeaux.
Maybe some
I think it's
cheese
very
as well.
lovely cheese.
Lovely
Oh,
with hard
yes.
cheese. You know, a nice chunk of mature cheddar with that would be fantastic. Or a bit of Parmesan, fresh Parmesan grated would be fantastic.
And value for money. I mean, it's not cheap, but value for money in terms of what you get, you think?
Always the case, I think, Stephen. $8.99 is not cheap by any means, but, you know, for a quality wine aged in oak barrels from a really good area of Bordeaux, it's not a bad price.
Okay. And, I mean, is it still a popular grape, Merlot? Because what was that great film, Sideways?
Sideways.
Where they would never drink the Merlot.
Great. Oh, wasn't that great? Never
Really good
drink the
film.
Merlot. That's
Yeah, and there was one of the characters in it had a mission to convert people from Merlot onto the Pinot Noir grape. But Merlot does tend to make kind of safe wines.
Yes,
you know,
a lot of Americans, everywhere you go with an American, if you're in America, which I spend a lot of time there, that you want a glass of wine, I'll have a glass of
Merlot or Chardonnay, and you know, so it makes some good safe, it makes some great wines, but it's quite nice to mix things up a little and try the Carmenères and try the blends also, I think.
These two red, I think, were lovely. That was okay, but these were lovely, I think.
But what you're saying is it's not boring to drink Merlot. It's safe to drink Merlot. It's okay.
You must always drink what you want and drink what you enjoy.
Great.
What good advice.
Tom, always a pleasure. Full details on the wine pricing and where you can buy them and everything on the website as usual.